What up, what up, what up, everybody? Yes, your boy Doubled from the Passion Network here to give you a little breakdown on the Call of Duty and the game and play and the whatnot and the hullabaloo. And really today, I'm just kind of going down on one main topic, and that's trying to reach out to talk about what we think will be in the next Call of Duty game. As we all know, the next one down the line is from Trey, and as we also all know, it's going to happen because we know that Activision wants to pump out as much money as possible from its community. Let's be realistic here. I'm part of the status quo because I will buy the game and I will play it. It is what it is. But anywho, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different conversation that we'll have at some other point in time. Today I'm kind of here to just kind of open up on possible predictions as to what the next Call of Duty from Treyarch might be. There's been some here and there and different opinions and thoughts and ideas concerning many different issues and many different points, but what I'd like to talk about the most is what I've seen the most of and what I'd like to think it's gonna be. And of course, at the end of this video, if you go down to the comment section and feel like you have some kind of input you want to put on it, or some kind of idea or thought or belief on what you think the next game will be, please leave a comment. I love any feedback I can get on this. Now, going through different sites, looking through game sites like Fibbo Game, which just kind of talks about different videos that pertain to different ideas and thoughts on things like that, which it's just, Fibbo Game is just a big site that has tags out to other videos and things like that, and that's where I get my ideas from, where I'm looking for different content to talk about and things like that. And what I found is there's kind of a deviant line between people that believe Black Ops 3 is going to be the next game and Call of Duty World at War 2 is going to be the next game. Now, I don't know about you guys, but World at War was one of my favorite games because it's just setting back into an older period and playing with a more retro, quote-unquote, style, using older weapons and things like that. It was kind of exciting for me. And we've seen so far into the future now. With Advanced Warfare and even Modern Warfare 3, etc., we've seen so much of that futuristic idea and concept. Now, we've seen a lot of the older style too, but we haven't seen nearly as much because now they're so concerned going so far into the future and doing all these crazy things. But honestly, what I'd like to see is just some old school style gameplay with different aspects and different characteristics peppered in. Like adding different implementations to the online gameplay, like maybe putting actual battles from history into the game instead of just, throwing 8 people or 6 people on one side, 6 people on the other and saying go and clashing heads. Like that's fun and we can do that, but if you're gonna make a game like World at War, please implement something that pulls older battles out into the game. Maybe expand on your server so you can try to run more people in a single game so more people can come up and clash against each other in like historic battles. Of course, it's going to be determined by who's the winner. It's not detrimental based on who is the winner in the actual point in time in history. Like, you can't just go back and say, hey, because you're on this team, you're going to win. Like, you can't have that. So they're going to have to make, different stories that deviate from actual history, because you can't just make the title of the battle automatic to whoever actually won that battle, or else you're going to have problems because, people are going to get pissed if they don't win. That's just how it works. But that doesn't mean that they can't add different stories, different timelines, things like that to make it more exciting, but they could do some cool stuff with that. You could constantly expand, and with that, there's always more battles to look into, and there's also a lot of different ways to implement different types of things in the game. Now, I don't know if Call of Duty will ever expand into into the sky warbird type fighting deals or anything like that. I don't know if that's anywhere in the future. It'd be a cool idea in theory, but that just depends on how they work the system, because I don't know how they would do that. That kind of steals the whole Battlefield vibe. I understand that that's kind of an issue, but that's all up to them if World at War is in fact the game that they're looking at. Now, there has been a lot of information pressed out and a lot of different things leaked talking about the possibility of it being World at War. Some people saying, oh, this is just kind of like fake cover art or fake information that people are trying to press out to get people excited, getting that hype going. And then there's a lot of people that don't believe that it's fake and they think that it's in fact very, very real. Now, of course, I can't jump to any one conclusion. I gotta be, as aside from it as I can be, because I don't know if it's true or not. I have a piece of cover art that I'll put up and show you really quick that is kind of hopeful into what it might be, showing this cover art. I don't know if it's real or not. Of course, I want it to be, because World at War was a great game for me, but that's just, that's all determined. It'll be determined in time. I can't decide that. I mean, if it happens and it's apropos, it's correct, it's proper, it's there, then it's there. If not, then I have no control over it. Now, I do not hope that it's Black Ops 3, mainly being because Black Ops was not a big seller. Lost a lot of money, they did very poorly, and showing sales from 1 to 2 to possibly 3, I think that they'd be even lower. The game just wasn't that appealing to people. It was fun, don't get me wrong, in the aspect that you got on with buddies and played and had a good time, but I think the game was just so hard placed and so common in terms of what it was like compared to its counterparts that there really just wasn't any deviation in it. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't think the game would be good, but I'm just saying that it probably doesn't have as much potential as a game like World at War. Now, again, all opinionated. You guys can put in your own opinion as well. I'm more than happy to listen to them, but that's just how I feel about it. Now, guys, we're running short on time here. I hope you appreciated the little bit of conversation that we had here into what I hope it is. What I've seen the most between the two types of opinions being Black Ops 3 or World at War 2. And I guess we'll just have to let time play it out and see what comes up. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any opinions on what you might think it is, please throw it in the comment section. Thank you for watching this just constructed little montage of kills, so on and so forth. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take it easy. You guys are all wonderful and amazing. Take it easy. I said that twice. I don't know how to end these, but peace.